Welcome, Highfalutin Ski Bum Podcast, episode number 286. It is your pals, Mario and Brian. Mario, what's up?
What's up is I'm feeling the pull of winter coming, and it's nice. It's getting a little darker earlier. I know people don't like that. I don't generally enjoy it, but I do like the fact that winter is coming.
I don't generally enjoy people, so when people start complaining, it makes me happy. That's the kind of person I am. I'm not saying it's good. I'm just saying it's accurate. But I will tell you, this was the first week where I actually felt that winter may actually come, because it's been so unbearably hot and disgusting the last month and change. It just felt like it was going to be, you're in the center of a volcano forever. But this week, it started to cool down a bit, got a little better. Like you said, got a little bit darker. You're like, oh, winter is actually possible. It could happen. It's only a few months away. And we're going to talk about it in the main topic. A couple new ski trailers dropped. So that's another bit of proof that winter will be happening soon.
I almost forgot about that. I got to start looking around for those. We do that show every year.
They're starting early these days, which is cool. We got a couple. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Thank you so much for listening. We do appreciate it. Check us out, skibumpodcast.com. We're on the socials, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Untapped, at skibumpodcast. We got a shop, skibumpodcast.com/shop. Trying to think up new ideas for merch. I don't know. I part of me wants to create a whole Kanye line of ski stuff. Did you see his thing at the Gap?
No.
Pretty much Kanye is hilarious. So he's doing this whole collaboration with the Gap, and it's stupid prices. It's not insane prices, but it's stupid prices for really basic shit.
Well, good. That's the only thing that might save the Gap, right? At this point.
Yes. Who goes to the Gap anymore? Who goes to the mall anymore? I don't even know. I don't.
Exactly.
But so he had these, I don't know if it was a sweatshirt or a shirt or something, but they just, from, the sweatshop that he had it made in, they just came in a big, almost like one of those portable hampers.
Oh, wow.
So all the shirts or whatever were all coming in this hamper. So you had to kind of rummage through it to go find your size.
Wow.
And on my commute, the TV is on. And of course, Good Morning America, which if you want to understand the average stupid person in America, watch Good Morning America. I'd be like,
yeah.
I understand why people are so dumb. They had a whole big thing of people complaining about this. So people are pretty much having a dumpster dive at the Gap to find their size for this new Kanye West thing.
That's funny shit.
I just thought, I was like, who cares? Who cares? If they want it that bad,
is not news.
Is this really your biggest problem? Or is it your dog having monkeypox? Just go through the thing. If you want the shirt that bad, look, is it that big of a deal? Is that hard? If I want an extra large, to go flip through a few shirts and find one?
Right.
Everyone
just go find it yourself. Why does it have to be handed to you?
Yeah, exactly. Or order online.
So he signed a 10-year deal for Yeezy Gap apparel line, because Yeezy's his big. Wow. That's
Yeezy Gap.
That's genius for the Gap and for him.
Well, Kanye is a genius. Don't forget. How are your Yeezy slides doing?
They're hoping that Gap, that Yeezy Gap will be generating $1 billion in annual sales. That's what their hope is. And Gap's brand brought in $4.6 billion in global revenue last year. That's a shit ton of money.
I actually tried on the Dove shirt, the 3/4 sleeve one.
Did you?
Not at the store. So I was at a party with my wife and some of her college friends.
Nice.
And we both had a little bit too much to drink, and we decided to switch clothes. So I had on this really sweet Lululemon Hawaiian shirt, and he had on a Dove Yeezy shirt. So we switched clothes, which was kind of weird, but
all right.
You got to embrace the moment sometimes.
Oh, I'm looking at the Dove shirt now.
It's a terrible shirt. It's $140 for a 3/4 sleeve shirt with a picture of a dove on the back of it. It was absolutely terrible, and it's hilarious. All this Kanye stuff is terrible. It's hilarious.
It's all oversized and just frumpy.
It's just silly. It's all really silly. But you know what? If you like it, God bless you. Go out and get it. It's awesome. You're happy. I'm happy. Everybody wins.
You earn that coin. You got to go use it for something you like. And if you like that shit, you go out and get
your
it.
Yeezy Gap on.
Which Yeezy Gap on? I spent my hard-earned money on some Chinese fake Yeezys, and I tell you what, nobody can tell a goddamn difference from how far away. I'm either running from them or I'm not getting close to them anyway because it's damn COVID, so they can't tell it's fake.
They are pretty sweet. I like your.
Gotta say,
I like your Yeezy. Your Yeezys, they're pretty cool.
The Yeezys, we'll call them Yeezys because they're from China.
So I'm trying to, like, I'm really trying to understand how to do things to actually generate real revenue regarding merch, because right now we do it like the stupidest way. We actually like buy it up front. We buy like a limited number. And we just try to sell what we have. But I got to figure out how to like drop ship stuff, because I got plenty of ideas about things I'd want to do. In terms of, like, I have a shirt idea. If someone listens to steal it, fine. I want to just have it say ski-rotic and have like the eye be like a ski that's kind of like sticking up.
Nice.
That's a funny shirt. People would wear that, right? Ski-rotic.
Well, like, what's that show, Exotica? You do ski-rotica and you sell them at the Exotica thing. People will be like, I don't know what to think, but I'm going to buy it because I'm a creep.
Just like ski-rotic with like the eye being a large ski kind of sticking up above the other letters, like the Beatles logo. They have that drop cap T. That was like a big deal back then. It's like, oh wow, look, they're violating all these typographic rules by putting this drop T. That's what I'm thinking.
Like, some big like mustachioed men were going like, I don't like that font that they're using there. That seems a little unconventional.
That's the beauty of art. You can be a little wacky, a little extreme. So like, I have these ideas. Like, I don't know if I'd really want to go and spend the money to get this stuff printed, but if I could have a way where it's being drop shipped and you want to order it, you buy it, and it's kind of done on demand, that would be great. I have like a bunch of ideas for this kind of stuff. So if anyone has any idea what they're doing in terms of merch, please hit us up. skibumpodcast@gmail.com or anything else. Any other advice, tips, comments, complaints, whatever you got, hit us up there. We're on YouTube. Check out our videos. Our beautiful faces.
Got nice faces. We got faces for radio, so you definitely want to see them.
I think we're quite stunning. Certain
we are.
Women and a few men find us very attractive. So,
I got to say 9 out of 10 women and men find us attractive. So,
yeah, especially in Bulgaria.
Exactly.
Huge in Bulgaria.
Ukraine, we're killing in Ukraine.
Was that like
is that still going on
kind of thing?
I don't know. Is that still going on?
All I know is my company's website deleted anything to do with Russia on there. So apparently it's not a big deal anymore. So
that's right. They just delete it and we forget about it.
We're on to monkeypox now. It's the new current thing.
I know. Forget the gas price. Forget the Ukraine. Like, that's not going on anymore. Like, why don't I even see that on the news anymore? It's just...
Because ski movie trailers are coming out and people are getting fired up for ski season. That's why.
That's what's happening. That's what's happening. Bam.
So thank you, everyone, for listening. We do appreciate it. Mario, let's kick it off the way we always do.
It's time for Après Today.
So my Après today, I found something new, finally, but it's new, but old. So there was a pack that I saw, a new sampler pack that came out from our buddies at Cigar City. And one of my favorites, which I don't drink often, which is odd, right? Like, I kind of tapered off because this is dangerous. Like, Brian knows when I first moved here, I love my High Life. Right. So High Life came out very drinkable, but very boozy. It's like 7.8, I think, %.
Damn.
So I moved down here and I would go out bike riding, go to the beach, have like 2 or 3 beers. Well, little did I realize I'm drinking
I could not get home.
I'm drinking like a 6-pack and then trying to get back on a bike. I'm like, shit got crazy. So I drink them every once in a while, not all the time. I like saving it, having a special brew once in a while. So they came out with a sampler pack of High Life, and they had the High Low. They had this one. It's a pineapple tangerine High Life.
Tangerine. That sounds awesome.
It's pretty freaking good. It's not too sweet. Not sweet at all, actually. And you get a little bit of pineapple on the front end and a little tangerine on the back.
And it still has that recognizable, lovely high life flavor that we all know and love.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's not sweet. Like, so I don't know how they brew it, if they add it at the end or if they brew it with stuff in it, but they say they add pineapple and tangerine, but it's not very sweet. So it must be fresh that they add. I'm not sure, but it doesn't taste sweet. You still taste that high life flavor. And has that nice citrusy, not over citrus, because there's some beers that you have like IPAs that are, you just taste like a ton of citrus with a little bit of IPA in the back, but this is definitely all IPA with a little flavor. ABV 7%. So they're saying the hallmark nectarine and orange zest notes of the Highlight IPA are accentuated through the addition of real pineapples and tangerines, proffering truly remarkable fruit flavors that emphasize tropical qualities while allowing the beer's malt complexity and rounded bitterness to shine. So it doesn't have as bitter a taste as the Highlight, because it's pretty hoppy. This isn't as hoppy, but it's damn good. I tell you, it's keeping me around for a while.
Nice. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the Highlight, and I love anything with a pineapple-y tangerine. Remember, like back in the day, the pineapple sculpin?
Yes. Why did they stop that?
They probably didn't, but that company went to shit as soon as Constellation bought it. Constellation bought them for $1 billion, and their quality went downhill.
I haven't really had much Ballast Point lately, but
nobody has.
Well, they had the Sculpin, and I've seen, what's the other one I've seen? The Grapefruit Sculpin, which I don't like.
I liked the Grapefruit Sculpin. That one was pretty good. They had a ton of them. They had like probably 6 or 8 of them.
Man, that pineapple one, though, I would see it, and I was smart back then. I would just buy it when I saw it. I'm like, I see it, I'm buying a 6-pack. So I just keep it stocked, and I tell you, that pineapple Sculpin was the best. I gotta
find out when you see a pumpkin beer. You gotta buy the pumpkin beers now because they're gonna be sold out by the time October comes around when you actually want to drink them.
It's still too early for me for pumpkin. I used to be an early pumpkiner. Now I'm kind of meh.
But the problem is they're out now. You got to buy them now because they're gonna be gone by October.
I buy them when I want them.
Is wacky.
I buy them when I want them. Fuck that.
There you go.
I drive the market.
There you go.
They don't drive the market.
Make my own pumpkin beer at home.
That's right. You're too close, man. I make my own pumpkin. All right, man. So what do you got going?
So I haven't been feeling the beer lately. I'm trying to keep things a little lighter, trying to keep things fresh.
This is the first beer I've had in 2 weeks, week and a half.
Nice.
First beer.
I think I had one last weekend. It was like a hot, or it's beach, and I wanted something like nice and light. They got a couple, lighter beers, but I for some reason, my birthday's in the summer, and my mom experiments with liquor. She buys me like bottles of liquor, and it's such a roll the dice. You never know what kind of wacky thing she's going to pick up. So this year, she got me
funky?
A bottle of Mezcal.
Wow.
And she's gotten me Mezcal before, and I don't like it. And I've told her I don't like it, but she doesn't actually listen.
She's like, I'll just get it. You don't have much of this. There's a reason for that because you don't drink it.
So I decided to break open a bottle, and I want to like it. So I got this bottle of El Bujo.
Oh, El Bujo.
Artisanal Mezcal. This is the Espadin.
Damn.
And it's like award-winning good stuff, apparently. I don't understand this flavor. It tastes like a burning tire. It's like I don't, like I like a smoky whiskey, like a bourbon or a scotch. But this flavor, it's like, what are you setting on fire to get this taste? Like, are you setting on fire? Like, it's
like a Mexican Malort.
It's like Mexican Malort. But not quite, not that bad. Not that bad. But again, they're saying this is like their flagship. It's got a light roast and smoke to the nose, medium in body with pronounced notes of caramel, red apple, and coffee. Perfect in cocktails or enjoyed on its own. So I just gave it a little squeeze of lime, a little bit of ice. I mean, I'm liking it more as the ice melts into it. I'm getting a little lime flavor in it. It's just a
nice.
weird. It's just that smoky flavor. It's not like a hickory or a charcoal. It's like a burning tire. I don't get it, but
damn,
you do get a little bit of vanilla, a little bit of coffee.
nice.
I want to like it more. I got to be honest, and I got to figure out what to do with it because I have 3 bottles of Mezcal, and I don't, for the life of me, know what to do with it. It ain't getting any younger. At least it's got a cool owl on it. Like tripping balls, this guy. I like that.
Tripping balls.
El Bujo. So that's where we are. So this podcast, depending on how much El Bujo goes down, it could get real interesting by under the ropes.
Well, I'm looking up where to find Ballast Point pineapple sculpin, and there's nowhere around. Like Constellation Brands really screwed the pooch on this one.
They completely overpaid for that. Like there's something shady went down. I think we talked about maybe a year or 2 ago. Something shady went down with that valuation.
Yeah.
And I think they resold it off somewhere else, but the reputation got destroyed with them selling out to them because they were a huge independent brewery before they sold. And
somebody's
people
like,
loved
I
the
just
beer,
want to cash out.
super high quality, and something shady went down, and lo and behold, everyone lost.
Yeah, it's crazy.
There you go. That'd actually be if we didn't have one story that's selling out, like we'd be the perfect transition to ski news, but we got one story here that we got to talk about.
Got one more.
I found it interesting. Miller High Life has new ice cream. And guess what it tastes like? A dive bar.
Nice.
Beer-infused ice cream bars at 5% ABV.
Damn.
So there's been some other food brands creating odd-scented candles, such as IKEA meatball candle, Shake Shack burger and a park candle, McDonald's 6-candle quarter-pounder set. But now they are giving you the dive bar. That's what it's actually called. Ice cream bar.
Nice.
Now the candle thing was weird too, because I at one point bought a bacon flavored candle because there was like Yankee Candle was doing this like man candle thing for a while.
How was that?
You're going outlet shopping with the missus. You're feeling silly. You see a bacon flavored candle. You're like, you know what? I want to pick this up. We got it, and we never actually lit it because my wife was like, it's kind of dumb because you could just make bacon and get that same smell and actually have bacon to eat. With the bacon candle, you light the candle, you go, bacon, but you have no bacon to eat. So you're kind of stupid.
See, that candle is meant for a breakfast place where you let people smell the bacon and then they start ordering it.
Wouldn't it be funny to have it at like a vegan breakfast place?
Oh, they'd be like,
candle?
This feels like I'm eating real bacon.
Like the Bugs Bunny cartoon where like the fragrance like goes out there and like pulls him in through the nose.
Come on, kid.
Ooh, I'm gonna get a bacon omelet. And they're like, yeah, we don't have bacon, man. We have like tofakin.
Patchouli tofakin.
You're killing me with that. So here we go. What are they doing here with this? They partnered with boozy ice cream brand Tipsy Scoop. And so unsurprisingly, the frozen treat start with the actual Miller High Life, the champagne of beers, which is infused into the ice cream, resulting in a final product that packs a 5% ABV punch.
Wow.
From there, the ice cream is given a peanut swirl in honor of the quintessential dive bar snack, as Miller describes it in the announcement. Also included is a hint of tobacco smoke flavor and a gooey caramel swirl, which is intended to mimic that distinct, sticky dive bar floor feeling. All right, so I was mocking this stuff. Now I'm kind of intrigued.
Sounds pretty damn good. My mouth is watering. I'm like, how do we get some of this?
Seriously, a sprinkle of carbonated candy is included to bring back the fizziness drinkers expect from a freshly poured beer. And finally, the whole ice cream bar is dipped in dark chocolate to evoke the dark wood and dim lighting ambiance that all good dive bars share. Boom. I'm in now. Marketing got me. Hook, line, sinker.
You are an ice cream eating fool. You will not stop.
Dude, my ice cream consumption has plummeted this year. Except for the ice cream cake that I pretty much housed for my birthday, I've been dialing it back a lot. Which
that's good.
Is it though? I mean, I'm really not being true to myself.
It's gonna let you live longer, probably. Just saying.
How long do I want to live? Really? Think about it.
Oh, it says you could buy this from goodbelly.com for $36 a box.
Imagine getting hammered.
To buy them.
Imagine getting hammered on ice cream.
Oh, you would just vomit and keep eating.
You just buy like 3 boxes. You're like,
I'm so hammered.
Ice cream.
I had ice creams and got hammered.
Damn, so $6 a pop.
You know, it'd be nice. You take the pops, you re-dip them in weed chocolate. You get a double whammy.
Or what about you like just melt it and pour a bunch, like make like a fondue and just pour like a bunch of tincture in there.
Damn.
I gotta find these. I gotta get these. These sound awesome.
I'm looking at this Goldbelly site.
I like it. I'm looking at the Tipsy Scoop. Tipsy Scoop. So all their shops are in New York, Manhattan, Brooklyn, Long Beach. They got pop-up carts. Yeah. I gotta get my hands on these somehow. Tennessee, Phoenix, Boston, Orlando.
Boom.
Atlantis, Paradise Island, Bahamas. Damn. Good stuff. So had to give that to you. I thought it was interesting. Mario, I know you thought it was interesting.
They got some crazy stuff on the site. Now I'm interested. What's the other boozy stuff?
Boozy ice cream. Gotta love it. All right. So with that, speaking of selling out.
Let's go to ski news.
Selling out, rumored, family-owned Burton Snowboards looking to sell for $800 million? Question mark, question mark, question mark.
It's a lot of cash right there.
Bloomberg reports that family-run snowboard manufacturer Burton wants to sell the business for around $800 million.
Damn.
That is big dough. They are apparently working with an advisor on a potential sale. The people asking not to be identified said. The asset is attracting interest from buyout firms. Deliberations are in early stage, and there's no certainty they'll result in a deal.
Oh, so they're talking about buyout, not them selling?
Well,
like a hostile takeover, or?
Well, here's the thing. So this is a story. According to Donna Carpenter, who's, Jake's widow and chairman of the board, says since the beginning of owning this company, there's always been rumors about us selling. So many that one year we made T-shirts that said "not for sale." A recent report came out that we are for sale. It is 100% bullshit. It was for a nice price, but as I've always said, we are family owned and will remain family owned. And she posted a picture of her giving the middle finger. It says "not for sale" on Instagram. So
that's pretty awesome.
So Bloomberg claims to have spoken with people who know the deal and that negotiations are still at an early stage and could still come to nothing. Jake Burton founded Burton Snowboards in Vermont, born in 1977, selling just 300 Burton boards. So very interesting. Like I think it's kind of crazy too that a company that big is still family run. And that is so awesome, because think about like every company now is almost like trying to get their name out there, sell out, cash out, which I mean, I guess can be good, but to be around that long for, 40 plus years, family owned, family run, the biggest company in snowboarding, that's pretty incredible.
Yeah. It depends what you want to be, right? You think about all the hard work and effort and luck and everything that goes into creating something like that. And then the idea is, well, were you creating it to run it and have it, or were you creating it to sell it, right? So there's a lot of, speculative people that create companies just for the fact that they want to get it to a certain point, and then, we'll move on and let somebody else run it. I like the idea that they're keeping it with them and
Well, some people too are just like all they want to do is just start stuff, push it off, move on to the next thing.
Yeah, make
there's that kind of that builder mentality,
right?
But this is, I mean, obviously, this is like a passion project. I mean, they've been around since the beginning. I mean, Jake started. I think Donna came in pretty early too.
Yeah,
when they first got together, then got married. But and again, I don't want to be weird or creepy, but I'm sure Donna also has a line of suitors if she ever felt inclined.
Yeah, right. $800 million. Well, now there's valuation on the company.
Yeah.
See, that's the big thing people don't realize. While they might not be selling, their valuation now is around $800 million because that's what somebody was going to offer.
Yeah.
So in case you couldn't evaluate it, that's the value now.
And you could also too be like, hey, we still want to retain this level of control, or we want to have this, maybe they want to sell 40% or, 49%. There's still ways to do it where you can cash out, but still retain control.
Yeah.
But, props to her for standing up. I wonder, because there's the old saying, everybody's got a price. Like you wonder what would have to be offered.
Yeah.
But again, like who's like, is like Nike going to buy it, or like some, soulless sports company to just, throw it into their portfolio? And
what if it was Putin?
He's like, I take up snowboarding. Burton is mine. Now it's called Putin. Imagine they changed the name to Putin.
Oh my God.
Putin Snowboards.
Putin Snowboards.
Fuck. You did it.
You can't write this shit. I'm telling you.
There's like just pictures of his face, like all kinds of like weird, like a flower. It's like all the petals are Putin's.
Little Putin dots all over. Like, it'd be horrible. Like little Ukraine flags and Putin faces.
There's like Putin like horrible. Peeing on Zelensky, like that's one of the boards for the year. Like
Putin playing hockey, like on the bottom.
Just like, well, I mean, obviously the one you want is Putin on the horse with no shirt on.
There you go. That's got to be the classic.
Board. That's like the first board you're gonna make, and you're gonna want that one.
It's the OG. This will give you the first one.
Oh my God! Imagine that Putin Snowboards, like
Putin Snowboards.
So many of the letters are already there. It's just a matter of swapping a few out.
If you actually put that on a board, people would have to take a double take. Like, what did that say? Is that
like, yes, I
Burton?
Invented,
is that supposed to be Burton?
I invented snowboarding in Vermont in 1977. Make no
it's
mistake.
Just rewrite history. So
Make
like
no mistake.
Oh God!
So the victor go the spoils, right?
Ah, it's horrible.
So Burton possibly selling to Putin.
Putin, I think that's
possible.
The leak is out.
Hey man, there's a story about Elon Musk apparently banging the guy from Google's wife, and he's like,
"Oh, I heard about that."
And he actually said, like, no, like here's me, and I think it was Sergey, one of the two, the founders. It's like, here's me and him right now hanging out. Like I haven't seen his wife in like 3 years. Like the news just pretty much, as long as you have an anonymous source, like you can say anything at this point.
The anonymous source, and they were into it. They were crazy.
I personally am ready to leak a story that the alleged company I work for CEO was on Epstein's list. I mean,
oh, there you go.
I mean, I allegedly heard that possibly he was. So,
sources close to the subject said
I got very good information that he was on the plane. That's just what I was told. I cannot reveal my sources. They want to remain anonymous.
Groped as well, right?
What's that?
You were allegedly groped as well, right?
I was allegedly groped. Yes.
Exactly.
Many times.
Many times. Who's the guy from the NFL? Oh, Deshaun Watson. They're trying to figure out that guy. What the hell?
Imagine putting like Ray Rice and Deshaun Watson in like a house together.
Oh, that'd be like, what's the reverse of the All Madden team? That would be like a list of all the criminal, like the hardcore criminals from like every sport. But yeah, that would be good, like a Big Brother, like
the All Oz team.
Big Brother that beat your mother. That's what it'd be.
Not
horrible.
Good. Not good.
All right. Speaking of not good, we could segue into another not good story. French skiing champion Adèle Milaz died while mountain climbing the French Alps. So I guess this apparently happened near Chamonix, right? That was kind of where it was. Yeah. And so she does ski mountaineering, which, Brian and I were talking, we're like, what exactly is that? So it's kind of a combination of all types of skiing and climbing. So I guess on this past Friday, in the Mont Blanc mountain range of the French Alps, the French Mountain and Climbing Federation announced that she died. She was 26, which is so young.
Yeah.
And she died during a mountaineering practice on the Aiguille de Ping. That's close, right?
Pretty impressive pronunciation there.
Is what they said, and I guess it's a part of a mountain range that they were on. So I gotta say, this is nuts, but I guess it's part of the sport, right? So there's a lot of danger in that mountain climbing part. So she was highly decorated. She became junior world champion in sprint and winning gold in the same category at the Winter Military World Games in Sochi 2017. What is the Winter Military World Games?
I just saw that in this story as well. I have never heard of the Military World Games. That's sort of like war, but like friendly war.
Yeah, so was she is she a military person? That's what I'm wondering. Like, what is that?
Because how else would you qualify for the Military World Games if you weren't in the military? Because isn't that just called the Olympics?
It's military Olympics, right?
Yeah.
Military World Games. Okay, I found the Wikipedia on it. Held since 1995, so it's relatively young.
After the collapse of the Berlin Wall and Russia.
There we go.
Soviet Union breaking up. Yeah.
So this is multi-sport event for military sports people.
Okay, so she must have been in the military then.
Yeah, so this is like almost like a military training.
Yeah.
Very interesting. They run all sorts of sports like summer, winter, alpine skiing, ski mountaineering. And that makes sense because ski mountaineering is like what military people do.
That's like 10th Mountain Division stuff. Yeah.
It's exactly it, right? So that's pretty wild.
So she retired in 2019 and began training to become a professional guide.
So there is a military patrol event in these winter games. And it's a team winter sport in which athletes compete in cross-country skiing, ski mountaineering, rifle shooting. That is 10th Mountain Division stuff right there.
Yeah.
But, yeah, very sad story. She's very young and
26. Oof.
Man, it is very sad.
And with another woman, too.
Yep, she who else was she with?
They said an unnamed.
Yeah.
Unidentified female.
Very sad. Hearts go out to the families and the fans, and that's just sad.
Yeah, that mountain range is no joke. It gets, novices, it gets experienced climbers, skiers, riders. It's awful, but it's part of what makes that place so magical, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think I think it was a Warren Miller movie. They were talking about it, and they have the traverse where people will go, and there's this one traverse where there's like a ladder built into the side of a cliff, and you actually have to traverse and hike with your skis, and you actually kind of stretch over like a crevice and grab onto this, like there's a lot of like gnarly places to go there. Supposedly it's really great for off piste, but it's very dangerous.
Oh yeah. It's some next level place right there.
Yeah.
So unfortunate, but trying to bring it back to happier stuff. Are you in the Vermont area the next month or so? Well, you're in luck. No, we will not be skiing Labor Day weekend, but if you're in Vermont, there is a lot of fun activities going on. They've got stuff going on at several resorts. They've got the WMBA or VMBA Day at Bolton, which is Vermont Mountain Biking Association, for those who don't know.
MBA. I thought you said NBA. I was like, what?
I think I did it first too. I said I think I said WNBA at first.
It's like the VNBA. Like, what is it? The vegan NBA? Like, what the hell?
Vermont Mountain Biking Association.
Uh-huh.
So they've got a couple days there, and they're going to be doing some cool mountain biking events. Mad River Glen has Septemberfest,
nice,
which is going down September 17th, so a little bit after Labor Day weekend. Magic Mountain has Vermont Professional Disc Golf Association Tour just before Labor Day. Mount Snow, the 27th annual Mount Snow Brewers Festival. And we know from experience that is a very fun event. It's been many years since we've went, but that was always a good time. Jay Peak has their 18th annual August West Festival. What is the date on that bad boy? Let's check. That's August 13th. So that already happened. So don't even bother going there. If you didn't go last weekend, you can't do it now.
If you go there, they might not have stuff set up still. Just
Trap Family Lodge Oktoberfest coming September 17th. Stratton has their Brewfest. That's in October. And Killington has their Brewfest September 24th.
Boom.
Good stuff. Lots of fun.
Sounds like lots of fun. Lots of outdoor drinking. This is when the weather gets real nice, too. Kind of cools down a little.
A lot of good beers in Vermont, too.
Yeah. So if you're not at the beach or you're not out barbecuing, go travel up to Vermont and see some of this stuff. A lot of fun.
Yeah. Make it happen.
So next up we have FIS Alpine World Cup is returning to Palisades, Tahoe.
Boom.
So this was just announced.
You mean school? Not school. Can't say school. No.
Can you not even
Palisades,
say it?
Tahoe.
Is it the name that shall not be said?
Yes.
It's craziness.
They
Can
changed
say
the
what it
name
was?
and they got the event.
Yeah, so I don't know if that's part of it or who they had to pay off for this, but they got it. So
didn't go to Black Mountain.
Yeah, what's up with that?
What's up with that?
So Tahoe will host men's slalom and giant slalom events on Dogleg and Red Dog Face. The course raced in 2017 for the women's alpine event is the one Olympic champion Michaela Schifrin has described as one of, if not the toughest courses, venues on the Women's World Cup circuit. So very cool that they're getting this event. I'm sure the buzz is on, and we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, and I made sure I looked it up to confirm, but Killington will still have the women's FIS in November.
Nice.
This year. I think this is how they've locked it in until this year. Next year, up in the air.
You got to renegotiate.
This year, they'll have it too. So 2 events will be happening in the U.S. this season, which is pretty cool.
So what do you think the next one's going to be? Big Snow?
You never know.
They could have a half pipe there.
Imagine they just kept building that thing up like that. The actual slope there. If they just built it up and up.
Well, built it like a skyscraper, right? You could actually build a building on the backside of it, have offices, and just the ski run on the outside.
Wouldn't that be super cool? If they just awesome. Built, they really should build more infrastructure around skiing.
They should. It should be ski world.
Skiing should be the highest priority for any project.
So if skiing were a religion, think about that. You could have temples, monuments built to skiing.
And you'd be tax free.
Oh, tax-free skiing.
Tax free.
Or tax-free resort. Like, yes, we're holy. This is Holy Land. Like, you go there and you can claim asylum and just hang out and be like, no, I'm running from the law, but I'm claiming asylum.
Look at Mormonism. It was like a 14-year-old was like, yeah, man, these are some golden tablets that only I can read with my seer stone. We could get some stoned 14-year-old be like, yeah, man, this ground is sacred, dude.
It's sacred, man.
This is our prophet. He told us this is sacred land, so we're not paying taxes and we're going to ski here. Wouldn't that be awesome? Yeah, if skyscrapers, we're like, hey, man, we're going to build a giant indoor ski slope that's going to be backed up by this 100-floor building. Like, the ski slope is a priority for this building.
How about that? How about if you had a ski slope with a big church at the top, claim the whole thing was church property, and you don't pay taxes on it?
How about we take over the Freedom Tower in New York, the Skeetum Tower?
Skeetum Tower, right? You get a
we
big
just
run.
Build like a freaking ski indoors, like ski trail on the side of it.
We have one that goes around like circular, right? So that you get a nice long run out of it.
That's like
maybe
your
blue run, and then one that just goes down, just almost like a ski jump, just straight down right into the water, right to the Hudson.
Oh, there was a great video clip this week. I don't know if you saw it. It's like a dude at a water park, like a big, like kind of fat guy. And it's like this ridiculous water park where you go down the water slide and it kind of like it's like a J shape. So you kind of loop up and you launch into a pool.
Oh,
but the guy was actually like, there was where the slide started and then there was like a little awning on top. He was on the awning and like jumped in.
Jeez, get a lot of speed.
Yeah. And some of the comments were like, well, I guess dad's doing great since the divorce. It's like an older, like big dude.
Oh, geez.
And he just launched it. It was beautiful.
Oh, boy.
But sort of like that.
Damn.
Well, we were just talking about Michaela Schifrin, about how tough she says that the event was over in Palisades, Tahoe. Michaela Schifrin was on Twitter this week sharing some of her off-season workout secrets. She is the most dominant skier in the world, except during the Olympics, and it's no surprise that she has a rigorous workout schedule to stay in tip-top shape, says the fatty in his basement in New Jersey. Schifrin has recently shared some of her off-season workout secrets. Could be useful for some of you trying to prep for the coming ski season. All right, so she gave 3 big tips. Number 1, Bulgarian split squats. Right? When we talked to our boy Abe from the ski system, he talked about Bulgarian split squats too. I've incorporated them in my workouts for the past year. They suck. They're awful. But you know why they suck? Because they're hard and they work and they make you stronger. Anything with an Eastern European name as part of the workout is going to suck and is going to make you stronger. Romanian, Hungarian, Bulgarian, any of that stuff will make you stronger. 100%.
Yeah, I actually just watched the video of her doing them, and I'm like, yep, that's those things are tough.
So what it is, pretty much, if you have a bench, so you want to be perpendicular to the bench, you keep one foot on it. The back foot is like so your back foot is the top of your foot, the toes are resting on the bench. And then your other leg is forward. So your forward leg is making like a 90-degree. Your back foot is up and the top side of your foot is underneath. Does that make any sense at all, the way I'm describing this? So foot is back like this and your toes are on top of the bench. Other leg forward, 90-degree. And you can either do it with like a kettlebell holding it, dumbbells at your side, barbell on your back, and you squat down.
Yeah.
And
it's like a single-legged split squat, so you're kind of working out a lot there.
Yep. She says when done properly, these get your core, balance, quads, glutes, and you even feel a bit of hamstring. Great for building a wide range of stability and strength for the mountain. Number 2, one of my personal favorites, kettlebell swings.
Oh, those are kind of fun.
These make me giggle because it's like, what are we actually doing here? But they are super effective. I felt that these really help me build strength through the posterior chain and help stabilize my lower back without overworking my back. It's a full body movement, really, that you're doing.
Yeah, I feel that in my butt usually, my glutes.
And if you want to get that like V going down to your area as a dude, these help with that too.
Now, there you go. See, got to work on my V.
Ask Daddy how he knows. Oh yeah, it's like I'm letting everyone know.
Boom.
Where it happens.
That's how we work it out.
They know. Number 3, Pilates. This is the one I haven't done. Like I've always been intrigued by Pilates, but I don't like. They've got like a thing, like a machine, it looks like that Total Gym. Remember that thing like Christy Brinkley and Chuck Norris used to sell?
Yeah, those are Pilates machines.
Is that like a Pilates? But do you actually need that?
Well, that's different. Like, so I think she's talking about classes, like Pilates classes.
Yeah.
And I've done Pilates classes by accident. I actually thought they were yoga, and I went in.
You're just following some chick in spandex, and you're like, whatever she's doing, I'll just.
Well, I got the schedule mixed up, so I go show up for like what I think is a yoga class, and everybody has the yoga mats out. I'm like, all right, I'm in the right place, and I start this thing, and I'm like, what the F? Like, we're doing all this core workout stuff, and I'm ready to puke and having to stop, and I'm like, they're like, yeah, there's Pilates. This is gonna, and I'm like, Pilates? I'm in the wrong fucking class. I was like, I just thought this was gonna give me a nice stretch, like do my yoga thing, do my sun salutation. I'm the hell out of here. But no, they're making me do some hardcore like ab workouts. Like, it was rough.
Yeah. So Pilates, for those who don't quite understand it, like me, it's a serious combo of a lot of core, upper body, hip, leg strength, and active mobility. Michaela says her sessions range from more recovery focused to a very intense core work, but it really can be targeted for your specific needs. It's been a godsend for me over the last few years. Blah, blah, blah. Shout out to somebody who I'm not going to give them credit to because they don't sponsor our podcast. So
boom,
whatever.
I think, if you could think about it in terms of like, if you've done yoga, Pilates is like all the hard part of yoga just done over and over. Like it's a lot.
So it's like minus all the like namaste easy stuff.
Exactly. Just like, hey, let's do all this core stuff and hold your, core going for a while. Like it's a lot, but
the boiled down, concentrated, painful part.
Yeah. And then they have the Pilates machines, which is a whole different thing. It's like I guess a universal machine for like Pilates, and like they're usually made out of wood, and like they're kind of nicely crafted.
Like bamboo.
It's just weird, but they're supposed to be great, those machines, and they're expensive as hell. But I don't know. It's like you can build one in your house, I think. Nice Pilates machine.
So there's some tips for you. I mean, it's mid-August. You still got some time if you want to get yourself into, because you're not going to ski your legs into shape. We've already discussed this countless times. Every off season.
Dumbest idea ever.
You're not skiing yourself into shape, especially at your age.
Yeah.
Talking to you, whoever you are listening right now.
Exactly. So you think it's going to happen, but you're either going to bite the bullet and just hurt yourself, or you're going to actually do some work and just get going.
What you do now will pay off once you hit the snow.
Yeah,
Trust me. Trust Daddy. He knows.
Oh, yeah.
All right. That's all we got for the ski news.
Look at these Pilates machines. They're like super expensive too.
Maybe someone can send us one.
Like $5,000 to $10,000 to $7,000, all over the map. Damn.
Yeah, I wouldn't know what to do with it. I would not know.
It's another thing to sit in the house.
I do have my $400 aero ski right here, though.
When was the last time you used that?
It's been a long ass time, I will tell you. But
dust it off.
My mixed fitness bike, I used that twice this week. I was on it before 6 a.m. both days. So
look at that. Look at you.
Look at me. Look at me.
Look at you.
Anyway, enough about me. How about the main topic?
Boom.
And we have like a semi-actual main topic this week because, it's not the summer. Well, it is the summer, but it's not as...
Not as summery.
It's not that dreadful part of the summer where you're just like, it's just summer and there's nowhere to go. It's mid-August. Things are starting to get, like we talked about before, it's getting darker. There's hints of chilliness in the air. And ski movie trailers are starting to drop. There was 2 big ones this week that I caught. Maybe we missed a few. We'll keep checking.
The deuces.
There was 2. MSP. Anywhere From Here is their new movie. And I just checked out this trailer before we started recording the podcast. It's so funny. As you get older and like you get responsibilities, you watch these movies and you like, they start this one off and it's like, what do you want to be when you grow up? And they're talking to this girl and she's like, I want to go and have fun and ski. And
12-year-old like freestyle phenomenon they're talking about.
Yeah. It's just funny. Like you just see like their perspective on things and you're like, oh, you don't understand the real world. And then I look at myself and go, you know what? you're the dick. You're the one trying to crush people's dreams because you didn't follow your dreams because you're just an old money chasing asshole. So
I gotta be like that, right?
This is why I love ski movies, and this is why I make sure I watch ski movies, because it makes me check my douchebag self, which I like, and it makes me go, why am I not living like them? That's the whole point why we started this podcast, so we could live like them. So
why being a hater?
We need to tweak our algorithm to make ourselves more like that. Put us in the movie. Watch us do some blues up in Vermont. Why can't that be a segment? Because you know what? We all love heli ski footage, right? But what about, like, you talk to a lot of these folks. Like, I want to talk to us. We can tell you some stories. We can take you on a journey. You can go ski the trails we'll ski on. How many of us are going to be in Haines dropping into a helicopter?
I guarantee you we have a lower percentage chance of breaking any bones. Let's put it that way.
And I guarantee you this. Fucking T right here. Any of them have a podcast? It's not nearly as entertaining as ours. Why? Because we know how to keep it real. Like
keeping it real.
How many people understand having multiple sponsors and dropping into helicopter dropped runs in splines in Alaska? And I mean, yeah, it's cool. It'd be fun to do, but is that really like what everyone's like thinking about when they think about their ski trips, their journeys, their fun, their buddies? Maybe some are, but I think it's cool to watch and enjoy and take it all in. But a lot of things about these movies, like, they're fun to watch once, but you're not going to keep watching them over and over again.
Yeah.
Like the ski movies that I watch over and over again are the ones that are doing things that I could do or are like within the possibilities of making happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, am I talking retarded, or does like that make sense at all?
Yeah. I mean, that's why I think we gravitate towards Warren Miller, like, in that style of like telling a story, not just
like the story,
showing crazy ski footage, which is great, but it's kind of like after the adrenaline rush wears off, you're kind of like, all right, well, what's this about? Is it about just people doing cool tricks and stuff? Like, okay, that's fun, but it's different than actually when you watch a movie, you think about, like, I'm sitting down for a story. Tell me a story. Tell me what it was like. Tell me something, an essence of what you feel, something like that, right? Like
a Fast and the Furious movie. You may watch it once and be like, yeah, it was cool to watch, but you're not going to like watch it over and over and over again. Some people are.
Some people do.
God bless you.
And then maybe when you watch it over and over, you get the gist. But it's all storytelling.
Yeah, that's the key. Storytelling. Take me on a journey. Make me want to replicate what I'm seeing.
Yeah, walk in those shoes.
Do it something that I could replicate. Like, again, I don't want it to be, boring and lame, but also I don't want it to be so completely ridiculous where you're like, all right, like, fine, cool, whatever.
Shit, I can make a 3-minute trailer of us driving up to the ski area. That wouldn't be earth shattering, but it'd be kind of cool.
Like, did you see the video this week of that guy who he did I guess it'd be like a free jump, a parachuteless jump from 25,000 feet and landed in a net?
Really?
Yeah.
Get out of here.
25,000 feet dropped, landed in a net. It's like
a net. Huh.
Okay, like, that's cool, but like, would I ever want to do that? It's like, no, not at all.
Fear that what if there's a strong wind and you miss, and then you miss the net and you're just dead.
And it was crazy because he had to do some sort of like flip maneuver just before he landed. Yeah.
Like on purpose?
Yeah, like, because he had to land, I think, like back first into the net, because it might have like snapped his back in if he didn't do the flip.
Oh yeah.
So he had to do it like right at the end.
That's weird.
It's crazy. It's worth checking out. Again, that's a minute of your time. Like, it's super fast. 25,000 feet. Dude just sends it into a net. Crazy, but cool. So that's what Matchstick has. And again, the trailer, they're always showing you some of the goods. The other one that came out is TGR, Magic Hour. And if I'm being honest, it's a lot of the same stuff. You know, they talk about, you know, they're showing a lot of the cool, fun.
The helicopters, a whole bunch of shit.
Helicopters,
like
we're in Alaska. Yeah, I mean, they always have a little more of a story. And, you know, the whole thing with Magic Hour is that time when you know, the groovy sunset. It's with the people that we all know and love. Sage, Ian McIntosh, Griffin Post, McNutt, Tim Durkee, Kai Jones. Like, it's, you know, it's the usual cast of characters, and it's always fun to check out, and it's always cool. But maybe I'm becoming an old man. Like, these movies aren't like the extremeness isn't what brings me in anymore. It's like the storytelling. And I mean, the Warren Miller movies, maybe they're not as good as they used to be, but I don't know. Like, is there maybe we need to make our own movies. Maybe that's my problem, is I have a different vision of what I find entertaining.
Man, I'm watching this video of this guy jump without the parachute. That's pretty crazy.
It's pretty crazy. Yeah.
And there were people watching in like stands as he dropped.
Yeah. But do you remember last year we talked about Red Bull did that movie, The Perfect Run? That's what it was called. The Ultimate Run. Marcus Ader. That was it Engelberg? It was somewhere in Switzerland, where it was like there was like multiple episodes of it, and they kind of showed this like ridiculous run that he did. There was like one part he like gets into like a truck and like gets in and jumps off, and it showed the making. Like that again, I'm not doing that, but for some reason that was so compelling to me. That was really cool. That was like his home mountain where he grew up, and just showing how they did this.
Nice.
You know, how they came up with this idea, all the different, you know, there was, you know, freestyle, there was free skiing, there was like park, like there was so many different pieces of it that made up that run, which was so cool. But that to me was awesome, super compelling.
Yeah, we'll see more trailers, and we'll see one of them or two of them. Will just be like, oh, we got to go see those.
I'm excited that they're coming out. You know, that means means winter is going to happen.
Think about kids up north go back to school soon, and that really starts to thinking. The timer's on. Like, wow, okay, Labor Day's over, and where are you going to go skiing? That's like kind of what every year, like when we talk about like, you know, summer coming to an end and people starting to plan ski trips, usually Labor Day is the big. If you wait till Labor Day, you're already like behind on the planning.
Oh yeah.
So you got 2 weeks, you know, got to start getting ready. You don't have to plan anything yet, but you got to be ready to plan.
Yeah. It's funny though with the ski movies, if you think about it, like, you know, TGR, Warren Miller, Matchstick, it's almost like they have to make these movies at this point.
Yeah.
You know, because like, I mean, what's really the point of these movies?
Well, if they were to stop making movies, that's it. They're done, right? Like Matchstick's done. Like that's what they're around for, is to make movies.
But it's almost like more about them getting the sponsorship, showing off the products, and to some degree showing off the locations.
Yeah.
You know, because really, like, I mean, a lot of the stuff you see, you're like, oh, it's cool. Like, but if you were watching that movie, is it inspiring you to do something? Maybe if you're a younger kid, maybe it's like giving you a chance like to see what's possible.
I think what it comes down to for me is when I started watching ski movies and getting jazzed about it, it was not just about the experience, but it was about going and traveling and seeing somewhere new, right? So it's kind of like all in one. Like, I never went to ski areas like that. Yeah, let me see the insight of what it's like to be at one of these nice ski areas. You know, it was kind of unique, like a little vision into, you know, how the other half lives, kind of thing.
Yeah, and I agree. That was kind of my thing too, and that's, you know, that's again where the Warren Miller movies had a little more of that, because, you know, they would do 8 locations in a movie, and again, they were places that, you know, they were like normal ski places. It wasn't again like oh yeah, we had to fly, took 6 different flights, and then we had to hire a helicopter, and we skied this 70-degree spline.
Right. You're already off the chart when you have a helicopter drop you off anywhere. Yeah, of course. You could ski anywhere, of course, right? Travel-wise, to see the town, to see the ski area, the good runs, the history. Like, yeah, there's something to that. I mean, yeah, it's cool to see people do some amazing stuff. There's a time and place, right?
Yeah. I guess it depends where you are in your life, too, what you're looking for. If you're looking at, again, you're 12 and you're a hardcore skier and you're seeing that and you want to do like a triple backflip off of a house, like maybe you need these movies to show you what's possible, which is cool.
Hey, I saw Hot Dog the movie, Triple Tuck Tuck.
Triple Tuck Tuck?
I know how it works. Got inspired.
Look at you now.
Look at me now.
Look at you now. So, yeah, we're going to have those 2 trailers up there in the show notes. More will be coming. We will keep reporting whenever we get new ski trailers in. Hopefully, you'll check them out and you'll get fired up and you will go and find the movie that suits you and your needs. And hopefully, you will let us know which one that is. And you can hit us up at skibumpodcast@gmail.com to do so.
Under the ropes.
South Korean toilet turns excrement into power and digital currency.
What?
Yeah.
So you saying I could poop and pay for stuff?
This is exactly what I'm saying. Cho Jae-won, an urban and environmental engineering professor at the Ulsan National Institute of Science and Technology, has designed an eco-friendly toilet connected to a laboratory that uses excrement to produce biogas and manure.
All right.
The BV toilet, a portmanteau of the words B and vision, uses a vacuum pump to send feces into an underground tank, reducing water use. There, microorganisms break down the waste to methane, which becomes a source of energy for the building, powering a gas stove, hot water boiler, and solid oxide fuel cell.
Damn.
If we think outside of the box, feces has precious value to make energy and manure. I have put this value into ecological circulation, Cho says. So the average person defecates about 500 grams a day. I'm more of a 700 grammer, but let's not, we're not going to get into details about that.
Throw Chipotle in there, you got a lot of different,
5,000.
You got a lot of fuel.
Yes, which can be converted to 50 liters of methane gas. The environmental engineer said this gas can generate 0.5 kilowatt hours of electricity or be used to drive a car for about 0.75 miles.
Wow.
Yes.
That's pretty interesting. So
here's the crazy thing. So he's devised a virtual currency called Jigul, which means honey in Korean. Each person using the eco-friendly toilet earns 10 Jigul a day. Students can use the currency to buy goods on campus, from freshly brewed coffee to instant cup of noodles, fruit, or books. The students can pick up the products they want at a shop or scan a QR code to pay with Jigul. I have never thought that feces are dirty, but now it is a treasure of great value to me, said post-grad Hiu Hui Jin at the Jigul market. I even talk about feces during mealtimes to think about buying any book I want.
What do I got to buy with all the feces that I've created? I got to keep eating because got to feed my habit of buying stuff.
I love this. Because humans as a organism, as a structure, we are inefficient beasts. If you look at how much we have to pee and poo and sleep, we are not built for maximum efficiency. This guy taking our poo and turning it into energy. This is beautiful. I want more of this. I want a car I can poop in and then just turn that into fuel right away.
Poop car. Poop car.
We'll call it le poop car.
Le poop. A
little fancier then.
I'm in le poop. Brian, you're in the poop. I wonder if the Gap would let you use these poop cryptocurrency coins to buy some Yeezy stuff.
Oh,
then we're talking, right?
I'm surprised Kanye hasn't had a toilet made yet, a special Kanye toilet.
A Kanye poop coin.
As soon as Yeah, but you know, with Kanye, as soon as you poop, it just turns into doves and they just fly out of the toilet.
Yeah, Kanye dove. What do we do with the doves? I don't know, but it's cool, right?
I'm a genius. I don't want to talk about it.
I'm a genius. Do you have a poop currency? Yeah, he has a peak Christmas. He has one based on peeing.
How about you poop in Kanye's toilet and the doves just go into the metaverse?
Oh, who's the one that Chappelle did the thing about him peeing on a underage whatever?
Oh, goddamn R. Kelly, man.
R. Kelly pee coin.
He's in jail for like 30 years now.
You got a R. Kelly pee coin and a Kanye West poop coin.
That's my portfolio.
That's it. What do you got? I got all my retirement invested in poop coin. God damn. Financial advisor will be like, God damn, what'd you do? Well, this is why I came to Wu-Tang Financial. I gotta diversify. God damn, I gotta watch Chappelle again.
Not financial advice.
not
but you could.
Financial. You could do it.
But you could.
What's stopping anybody from taking all their money? Like they come home, hey honey, how was your day at work? Well, I think I got us into some really good I changed our portfolio for our retirement to some really good. What'd you change it to? Poop coin?
Jigul. We're all in.
Jigul. What is it? Oh, that sounds pretty interesting. What is that based on? Well, you poop into a toilet and you earn these.
Say what?
That's funny.
You did what?
You did what? Yeah, don't worry about it. It's all taken care of. You sold our freaking stock in all the the high price markets that we had. Yes, we got Jiguls now.
You sold our Tesla stock for Jigul.
That's right.
I am getting divorced.
Held Walmart for 50 years, and now I'm selling it for poop stock.
There you go.
Poop coin.
At least you can get books on campus, right?
That's right. You know how many books that buys me?
A lot of books. A lot of dumps, a lot of books.
That's right. Oh, they open up a Chipotle right next to that bookstore right after. Yeah. You just keep the cycle going.
Genius. All right, Mario, finish us off.
All right, this is the coup de grace right here. So an Italian decathlete was running and his junk fell out during a race. Now,
mi scusi.
So a track meet in Colombia turned, what's NSFW?
Not safe for work.
Not safe for work. Real quick on Thursday, when Italian decathlete Alberto Nonino's junk popped out in the middle of a race. Ah, look at that.
Fanculo.
The unfortunate moment happened in the 400-meter event in the 2022 World Athletics U20 Championships in Cali, when Nonino was forced to lose his spot at the front of the pack and cover up his privates several times before crossing the finish line. So while the mishap may naturally have some folks giggling and blushing, Nonino went out to social media to explain he wasn't in a laughing mood after the race. I just want to talk to you a little bit about the rumpus there's been on blogs and social media in general. I'm conscious it was obviously an accident, and I'd like to tell you I'm aware of the reaction, and you don't need to send me the links to the blogs out there. I'm trying to laugh about it now, but immediately afterwards, I felt terrible, and I thank to my friends and family for helping me get over what happened a few hours later. I'm sorry he had a few ladies lining up to help him get over it too. So he's his junk just flopped out and said, "Hey, what's up, man? You got to tie that down."
I mean, so here's the thing. We've all run plenty of times, I guess most of us. I've never had this problem.
A lot of people wish they had the problem.
Like, is this guy he must be sporting like an anaconda if it's falling out of his shorts, right?
I gotta say, if your junk's pretty substantial, you gotta tie that down. You gotta make sure it's snake is in the cage.
I mean, it must have been a monster if it fell out like that.
You got him his Instagram page has him standing there like John Holmes with his junk just standing out, laying out.
Yeah. It's kind of funny.
It is pretty funny.
Now, he did say he entered the competition without underwear.
It slows him down.
They're very short shorts.
You know what? Go buck naked. How about that? How about you have a buck naked racing event? You run with shoes and that's it.
Yeah.
Who's winning now?
But if you're wielding a monster, you really got to make sure you take care of that.
He could have been saving it for like the stretch instead of like going forward. He just puts his pelvis forward and he just hits the finish line before somebody else.
Yeah.
Just saying. Could have used that to his advantage.
Yeah, right. Like just like sticking it out like ahead.
Sticking it out. Like, I got a foot or two on you.
He just like grabs it, like whips it forward at the finish line.
Boom. He just
like
throws it out
like
a fishing line. Like he's casting a fishing line.
Fly fishing.
He's like smacking other contestants with it. Just bam. What happened? Did he hit somebody? No, it's Miss Guzzi. My junk. It go everywhere. Sorry, Miss Guzzi.
Like Spider-Man, pretty much like launching that thing forward.
He's like smacking guys in the head, like tripping them. What the hell? It's illegal.
Yeah.
Damn. That's crazy.
Absolute madness.
Well, at least he didn't fall. That would have been worse. He goes to hold his junk and he falls.
That like very painful. He like tripped over it. He's like, ah.
I'm sure some of the ladies were in the stands going, hey, I'll comfort you after.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, he's beside himself. He's like, damn it. I lost my shot.
He missed it. Well, you didn't miss this episode, and I'm glad you didn't, because where else would you get this valuable information? Thank you so much for listening. We do appreciate it. Check us out, skibumpodcast.com. We're on the socials, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Untapped at Ski Bum Podcast. Send us an email, skibumpodcast@gmail.com. Go to the shop, skibumpodcast.com/shop. We're also on YouTube. Thank you so much for listening. Be back in a couple weeks. Summer's almost over. I'll talk to you guys in a few.
Stay high, stay fluting.
See ya.